Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a book review, I guess you could call it. This is our end of the year, school year read aloud books that we liked and our hits and our misses is what I'm trying to say. I don't know where I was going with that. So our hits and our misses for the year, as you guys may know, because I don't do a lot of homeschool videos on this channel, but as you guys may know, I do homeschool our child. He is going into 9th grade next year, so we are excited about that. I'm hoping to do more homeschool videos soon. I don't know. I'm very inconsistent with these videos, you guys. So even with my grocery hauls, I'm inconsistent. It's just the season that I'm in right now. But anyway, I'm really hoping to do some more homeschool type videos. But this video is our hits and our misses for our read aloud books for the school year. So if you want to see what we liked and what we didn't quite like, guys, so first up on our list is my son's picks, his favorite books for the year. I'll go over, and then we'll go over his least favorite book that we read this year. So his most favorite book was The Horse and His Boy. This is part of the Chronicles of Narnia series by C.S. Lewis. He read this whole series, and this was his most favorite book of the whole entire school year. So if you see me looking down, I'm reading notes because I wrote down what he said about the book. Right here on a sticky note. So this is his most favorite book. He said that he really liked this book. He liked the story. He liked the transition of the character. He said the character started out as a poor man or a poor boy and became rich in good ways. So he really enjoyed the character. He really enjoyed the storyline of this book. So he highly recommends this one. Okay, up next is his second favorite, which is, we'll get to this book a little later as well, but it is The Trumpet of the Swan by E.B. White. This is a great book. He really enjoyed this book. He really enjoyed the storyline in this book. He said that he liked Lewis the Swan. He liked the character of Lewis and how Lewis was so caring about his family that he did all of these things to help redeem his father's name. So there is that book. Again, we are going to come back to this book in a few moments. Okay, now his least favorite book. This was actually an audiobook that we did. I do have a copy of it here. We did this as an audiobook, and I think it's his least favorite because it took us so long to get through it. That is no fault of the book. This is really my fault because we had so much going on, and there was many times that we had to skip days. It's sometimes more than one day at a time between listening to the book. So it took us a long time to get through this book, and I think that's why The Vanderbeekers and The Hidden Garden was his least favorite of the year. Again, it was an audiobook too, so I don't know if maybe it was the fact that it was an audiobook and it wasn't us reading it aloud, but this was one of his least favorites for the year. Okay, we're going to move on to my most favorites. I don't have a copy of the first one. It is The Green Glass House, which is part of a series. The Green Glass House was a great book. I love the storyline in it. It's about this family. They have this green glass house, and I don't want to tell you too much about the story, but it's a really good book. We did listen to it on audio. I'll put a picture over here or over here of it. We did listen to it on audiobook. It was a great story though, so we really enjoyed that one, and he also enjoyed that one too. So this, however, was my very most favorite book of the whole year, and probably in the last couple years that I've read. I really enjoyed this book. So this book is by Grace Lynn. It is Where the Mountain Meets the Moon. Okay, I don't know where I was at with this book, but Where the Mountain Meets the Moon by Grace Lynn. This was my very most favorite book of the year. And again, of like the last couple years of all the books that we've read. I loved the story. I loved the way that it read. I love that I don't even know how to explain it. This book is a wonderful book. Just a really wonderful book. I mean, the fact that it won a Newbery Honor, it's, you know, it's telling there, but it's just such a great book. I don't need a little bit of the back of it. Young Minley lives in the valley of Fruitless Mountain, where she and her parents spend their days working hard in the fields. At night, Minley listens to her father's tales about the Old Man of the Moon, who knows the answers to everything. Minley sets out on a quest to find the Old Man of the Moon. He will know how she can bring good fortune to her family. Along the way, she meets many magical friends, including a talking fish, a powerful king, and a dragon who can't fly. This is an amazing book, you guys. If you have not read this with your kids, I really highly recommend you read this, especially middle school age, but really any age for this book, even adult. Like I said, this is a wonderful book. It's my most favorite book. I'm never going to get rid of this copy, but this is a book that I would buy copies and give as gifts to people. So I really, really enjoyed this book. Can't say enough about it. Okay, my least favorite book, you guys. My least favorite book was The Trumpet of the Swan. Okay, so we did a book study on The Trumpet of the Swan. And if I remember to, I will put a picture of the book study that we did. It's not my most favorite book study, but also this book, I really enjoy this story. E.B. White is a great writer, or was a great writer. This is a great story. The characters are great, whatever. Reading this aloud was not my most favorite thing to do. And I don't know if it's because we had to take the breaks between to do our book study, or if it just, the way that it's worded is kind of difficult to read aloud, at least for me. That's not, you know, maybe it's not everybody, but at least for me, this was kind of difficult for me to read aloud. The story was great. I feel like reading this to yourself, if your child wants to read this to themselves, I feel like it worked a lot better, it would have worked a lot better for us in that way. But as a read aloud, this was my least favorite of the year. So that is it, you guys. That is our hits and our misses for our read alouds for 2024-2025 school year. We do have a list of books that we are going to be reading through the summer. We are currently reading The Season of Styx Malone. So far, it's okay. It's okay. But that's our first book for the summer, so we're going to read that aloud. We do have a list of books that we're going to read. We're going to write them down. We also have a book study that we read The Wild Robot. We're going to finish that book study because we have not finished that, but then that's it for our school year. For summertime, we are ready for summertime. We are moving on to high school. You guys, I cannot believe it. I have a high schooler. He's going to be in 9th grade. So I'm doing all of the research and planning for next year. So I'm hoping to get some videos out on that stuff and maybe our curriculum that we're going to do for next year. But anyway, guys, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more videos, and we will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.